James 1 as we have this Onward wine. It's a sparkling Malvasia Bianca wine. Stay tuned for this review. So I was on a Charles Communication tasting with Faith Armstrong, and she's a winemaker and a creator of this label, a beautiful label. And I understand that this is something that her mother created in terms of the label art. Now, she is a native of British Columbia, lived on an island, one of the islands off British Columbia, and really is a very committed and passionate winemaker. And I think this is a very interesting style. You can see here, this is not a your everyday kind of sparkling wine. Now, this is in a style called Pétillant Naturel, 2016 vintage. Now, Malvasia Bianca is not something you see a lot of in terms of sparkling wines, and in particular in this style format. So there's no dosage on this wine, so it's superbly dry. And it may not be everyone's style, but I think it's a really charming, beautiful wine. I love the dryness of the wine. It really harkens back to me to almost like a cider, but not really. It gets back to that wine characteristic, that vitis vinifera centering. And so first begins a point score, 92 points out of 100 points. And very, very beautiful style here. I think in the scent characterization, I'm really getting that cider note. So in this, I'm getting really exotic green lime, Meyer lemon, white flowers, and moist stones. Very nice. Next, the flavor characterization. You know, get some characterization of apple and almond and brioche and even oyster shell in this, a bit of key lime notes, apple and fig, dried fig and dried apples. It's really a nice, pleasant wine. 92 points out of 100 points. And to enjoy the variety of dishes on its own, I think it's a really beautiful wine to just enjoy on its own in terms of that, even the sense, the characterization, the texture is not going to be a style of a cava or a champagne. So this sparkling wine is really going to be that, I think people are really getting to that very natural characterization. And I think a lot of people, either they like it or they hate it. And will you see a lot more of this in the future? You might. I think ultimately it's going to be a wine that's really for that preference of the natural wine seeker. Keep in mind this does have sulfites, so if your definition of natural wine is no sulfites, this is not a natural wine in your viewpoint. But in terms of what I understand this wine to be in terms of the cultivation of the grapes and also the approach and even the stylization might really harken back to those natural characterization. So thank you for watching. First time to ever do a review of this particular sparkling wine style, and I really appreciate your support. Now stay tuned for more reviews to come, more stylizations of many wines from across the planet. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more, and subscribe to my channel right up here if you haven't done so already. The like button's down there, so please hit that button if you haven't done so. And questions and comments can be deposited down below as well. And let's have a conversation on a variety of social media, such as Facebook, Twitter. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me on WordPress often. So let's stay connected. Let's have a handshake there. And thank you for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Santé.